welcome, welcome, welcome. It's Fiona here. This week is all about, do you know how powerful you are? It is certainly one of the questions that the dragons keep on asking me to ask everyone out there as we evolve into the next new human, as we evolve into this most spiritual being. Do you know how powerful you are? Probably not. I certainly still don't know how powerful I am, but I do know how powerful I've been. And this is certainly what Ceremony, the first dragon, the rainbow dragon, is all about. She wants to show you how far you've come and how you've used your power and how you can use it even more. The difficult thing is that most of us don't realize how powerful we are, and we don't know what we're focusing on, and we don't know the intensity of our feelings, and we don't know still what our thoughts are doing and how that creates our whole environment, our whole life around us, to do with our health, to do with our wealth, and to do with our relationships. I'll tell you a funny story. So just recently, I knew that I had to turn a relationship around. And even though I was kind of like, oh God, why don't they ask me? Why don't they ask for my help? Why don't they? I was putting it out. I was saying externally that that person was to blame for not asking me out, or asking me to do something, or not giving me what I wanted, not anyway, all the things that really kind of stood in the way of that relationship. And I know this. So every single day, every single week, I'm kind of really bringing in what's going on for me, where's the conflict, what is not working out for me, so that all the time I can keep bringing myself back into focus, which is exactly what the dragons are saying. You bring yourself back into focus, you bring yourself back into the trajectory that's going to have you creating, that's going to have you moving forwards, that's going to have you into this new creator being, not feeling, oh my God, I'm so sensitive and, it's not working out for me. And, getting into a state about it. Alternatively, we could be in our powerful state, which means, right, I take responsibility here. I see what I've created by telling this person that they've got the power to ask me out, or, appreciate me, or do something for me. You take the power back. And this is what the incubator is going to be all about, playing out in November and December. Because it just takes less than 21 days, but it takes 21 days of consistent focus, of then saying, this relationship is absolutely fabulous. This is just I love this person so much, and they love me. They will do anything for me. They totally appreciate me. They absolutely get what it is that I'm doing. And they send me all their best wishes and all their love. And if I can tune into them, I can feel it. So it's just my head and it's just my thoughts that are getting in the way. This is what the dragons are here for, to help you understand, so that you can become the creator, so that you then start going, I know what I'm doing. I can see what I've done. I can see that I've been the cause of this decline in this relationship. I can see that I've been the decline in the relationship with my business. I can see I've been the decline in the relationship with my body. Whatever it is, you are the powerful one. You have the power. You are the one power. I do not digress. This is what this is all about. The dragons are here to help remind you who you are as a very powerful being. Unfortunately, most of us turn around and kind of go, yeah, but it's still not working. Still haven't had the money, still don't have the body, and I still don't have the love affair that I want. Well, what's going to happen then? What's going to happen then is you're going to get more of that. I still don't have it. So they send you the the wish that you have. Oh, she wishes she still didn't have it. Okay. One of the things I tend to work on more than anything else, to try and see it for myself from a different perspective. Am I focusing on the problem and trying to find a solution for the problem? Or am I in my greatest state. And if I'm in my greatest state, everything has already arrived, everything's already here, everything's already working. Now, you know this, or you're learning this, or you're practicing it, but sometimes we just need the place to go to practice it, say it out loud, to get more forthright with it, to get more powerful with it, to get more juicy with it. This is the creator zone. So whatever dragon you've chosen this week, great, good stuff. This is such powerful stuff. And the dragons want to send you the message this week about how powerful you are. You are the one and only creator. Don't just say, well, it's God. It's the angels. You are of the same atoms. You are of the same life force energy. You're it. You are it. You are the one. Ceremony is the most beautiful rainbow coloured dragon. And her message is that you have come through so many different layers. You've cast off so many different layers of the onion already. You've already come through so many different shades of the rainbow. You're now under the rainbow. You get it. You know what this is about. You're a therapist. You're a woman at the leading edge. She wants to show you how far you've come and that you're on the very, very last breakthrough. So let's ask Ceremony what card she wants us to read. 5. Oh, she just changed it to 4. 4. Just changed it to number 4 for the whole purpose of letting you know how powerful you are. Ah, well, ideal, as I've just read the title. Right, Ceremony, number 4. Card number 52 from the whole deck, which I will be having a copy sent to me of the deck this week, printed, so I can see what it looks like. And I finish off doing the book, which are all these readings that I do for you every week. And I will continue to do until the dragons say you don't need to do those anymore. Let go of the old and flow with a new program. So this is very much about you're at the edge of the rainbow, you're under the rainbow, you've gone through so many different things. You're celebrating how far you've come, if you've ever celebrated how far you've come. And she's saying, let go of the old, flow with the new program. Override the old program and the survival mind and let your intuition flow. We do like the word flow, don't we? If I can think of the time when I was in the flow the best, was when I was traveling. Because I was outside, I was moving, I was happy. I would just say, oh, I need a lift down the east coast of Australia. I would like to be in a convoy with loads of other people, sharing a car, all staying in the same place, just having a giggle. That would be fun. The next day, I was invited to join that very same thing. And it wasn't often, sometimes you'd have to get a bus, but I was invited to go in this car with these 3 other guys, and they were following this car of girls, and they were following this other car of guys. And it was just so much fun, just being in a crowd of people in a community. So that's the flow. When things just happen, like, oh, wouldn't it be fun if you happen to fall into obsessive thinking of what's missing, of what you lack, or the stories and feelings of dread are just running wild, remind yourself it's a phase and it will look brighter under a different coloured magnifying glass. These feelings and situations often show you exactly what you are clearing away and ready to drop from your old programming. From the lower vibrations of the reptilian brain, only programmed for your survival, and remember to be grateful for what you're being shown from this very experience. Whatever shit you've just stirred up, whatever conflict you're in, this is your power. When you see it, you're going, oh God, yeah, I see it. I've done it again. You need only to ask for help with your current dilemma and be gracious for what has been provided. Open up your channels to intuitively perceive what you've been preparing so that you can now complete and release. Whatever shit you stormed up, it's ready to be released. The reason it's coming up is because you want something different. So just go, yep. And, you know, that is not the point to kind of go, go back into your victim state. The mind, the body, the soul, when reprogrammed and all integrated, will work together beautifully. The mind can then be reprogrammed from the old survival paradigm and your particular set of educated beliefs, and gradually receive the updated and uplifted flow program. 5D. Get into that for a change. This is possible for everybody to experience. This is what Ceremony is saying to you today. This is what she read to me and let me read like 2 years ago. Where it may at first seem safer to stay in the familiar but basic survival state and let go of the old ways of thinking, and when you're acting from fight and flight and freeze, where the reptile brain wants to keep you stuck in fear and worry, and to know that all of your basic needs will be provided for. That takes faith, doesn't it? There are many points in your brain that are undiscovered, and people so far know absolutely nothing about. And also that not everybody's brain works the same. Some people have the capacity for great film screens inside of them. Other people are way more sensitive to audio, high or low pitch, and know what they can hear outside of another person's audio spectrum or light spectrum, see into a different light spectrum, like people who see auras. What others can see and feel and touch, they hear with absolute clarity, and that's how they work. You are a genius in your own right, and you don't have to be the same as someone else. They hear it in such a way that they're not able to describe it in words, but do have a clear sense and an understanding and a knowing of that meaning of the communication. Their brains compute and recognize the vibration. Other people have a sense of smell that is very acute, and it will give them a sense of knowing of the message that they receive from inside their body. It may be familiar to something that somebody else sees on a film screen, or someone else picks up in their head. Or it may be for some other people a tactile sensation, and the mind deciphers the meaning clearly for that person, for you. This is your genius when you understand your sensitive ways. The mind is a fantastic organ and allows multisensory and very accurate intelligence and invisible information to be quickly received and understood. And the other way around too, when you ask for something, you're asking for something that feels amazing, or the vibration of it is amazing, and this is your language back to your soul or back to the dragons or back to your angels to say what it is that you want to experience. This is you in the creative zone, and this is you in your specific, particular speciality, genius, and power, your triumphant power. Thank you, Ceremony. That was a good card to read. I've not read that one out in a long time. So with the theme today of not knowing how powerful you are, we're going to move on to Seraphina. Seraphina is the golden dragon. She's the dragon who came through to me first. She is the matriarch, and she always wants you to know how powerful you are. That's one of her main messages. It's like, you've got no idea how powerful you are. And the spell has to be broken and all those kind of things as well. So she is the biggest of the dragons, and she has the biggest image. She is basically the vision that Source has for you. And I've certainly done those readings for a number of people who listen to my dragon readings, to let you know what's bigger, what's coming on the horizon. Let us, Seraphina and I, see into your world, and let's see what's ultimately coming. And it's not the money, and it's not the relationships, and it's not the body. It's like, what's the bigger picture? She really wants you to understand and remember why you're here. Who are you? Who are you as this energetic, fantastic, inline heavens and earth with your life force energy? Who are you? This is Seraphina. She really wants you to go big and magic and mysterious and have all those miracles that have been lined up for you, but you're so far stuck in your survival mode, not allowing them to come in because we're so scared of our own power. So Seraphina, what number would be awesome from your 8 cards, your 8 messages, to tell us how powerful we are? 6 seems to be lying quite strongly there. Let's see what is going on card number 6. Never a coincidence as to what card she asks me to pick. And her number 6 is card number 6 in the whole deck as well, because Seraphina is the first dragon, the first step to you becoming this creator soul that you are. And this one is entitled Where All Creation Starts. Remembering the theme is remembering how powerful you are. When you are the creator, how powerful you are. You switch on a particular part of your brain, and it's one of the ways to describe it is the RAS, reticular activation system. And it's like when you think of a car that you want to buy, all of a sudden all you start seeing is that car, that color, that make, that model, because there's a filter inside your head, and this filter only allows you to see out of the millions and trillions of thoughts and sights and what you're taking in, only allows you to see that car coming down the motorway or that car pulling out of a driveway. This is part of where all creation starts. But let's find out why Seraphina have me read this card out for you today. So if you've picked the Golden Dragon, Seraphina, then let's see what she has to say on how powerful you are as a creator, where all creation starts. The humble and simple look at where all creation starts, and words cannot explain. It is the feeling that comes from inside the body, the feeling of being home, safe. It's here where all creation starts. Not on the outside, on the inside. There is a practice of creation you can do when you are in your soul state. There is a feeling in the body, a state that affects and influences your environment and anyone that you encounter. Simply by knowing your mind to step out of the way and come to gently drop into your body so you can feel from your body. You can now understand from your body. You are now interpreting and analyzing everything from your head, but you are just feeling what is possible from your body instead. You may call it the knowing state. And get there means that you have dropped away from your head. You bring all the busy, all the analysing and all the thinking mind and drop them into the body. Drop them into the heart, drop them into the lower solar plexus, and get down into your, I call it your neutral, navel, like your pivotal point in your body, the navel, where is, you know, just in front of your guts and where you were connected to your mother before you were born. Bring your head, bring all your consciousness into that area. Get out of your overthinking mind, drop them into your body, drop them into your heart, drop them into your body, and it's a different place. It's a mighty, intelligent place. It's knowing all of your consciousness and awareness from the inside. This is when you're able to feel what is affecting and influencing you. What mood, what temperature influences you, what food, where you want to be, who you want to be with. You feel it first. Before you think it, you feel it first. It's a deep knowing feeling, and the feeling links with your intention of who you want to be. and who you remember that you are, and how you want to act, and how you want to be, until slowly you become who you are meant to be as a soul in a human body. Linked to the outer cosmos, linked to the greater picture. Imagine, if you will, a ninja, a focused magician, and someone admired for their extrasensory perception. A powerful creator has transformed into one knowing her soul within her body and listening to that guidance of what feels good from your intention and your perspective. You are not acting on your mind. You are acting from your soul's intention. Inspired action flows into your awareness, coming in with a feeling that's unique for you, to you. It's a gift from your true self to your true self. You can feel at home in your body wherever you are on the planet. So comfortable, so at home, so wise, so knowing, so clear, so vibrant, so triumphant, so attractive and attracting. The energy expands from your body, touches those around you, touches every single one of your cells, touching the energy around you and the others. It will feel, and you know it. I will describe the picture that we can see when you're aligned with your soul state. It's like the cord inside you is just so bright. It runs all the way through you, from the sky down to the earth, through the center of you, and from that emanates a bright light that radiates your soul's intention, so that you can feel what is happening around you, and you feel what it is that you desire, what you are here now to create next. And if you tune into what I'm experiencing right now, you will feel and you will see, or you will hear a note, you will smell it, you will sense it in your own sensitive, amazing, genius way, what that is. When you are tethered from head to toe, up to the heavens and down into the center of the earth, when you are being soul, when you're being soul led, when you are life force energy, because that's what you are. And that's what you create from. And that is how powerful you are. This is what the creator zone is all about. It is really tapping into that energy. And it's not just journaling or meditating or saying what it is that you want and writing out. It's really feeling it from the intensity. The intention on the inside is that you are tethered to your soul, life force energy, and you're flowing with that, becoming very aware of who you are and what you came here to be, the legend that you're going to leave behind on the planet once you've gone, because the planet just keeps on evolving. And then next time you're here, it will have evolved because of what you did in this specific time and place. That is how powerful you are. 21 days it takes to change a habit. 21 days it takes to change your identity into your soul state, so that you become the creator. Now you can create for something that is made of matter, or you can create with your essence. There's two different ways of creating, and I intend to go through both of these in the creator zone over the next 30 days actually. And this is going to be the practice ground for you becoming the creator with your soul. So I'll put a link down underneath as well, because this is so relevant to the time and the space of where we are right now in 2022, and how it's all going to move forward as well into the next version of us as a human when we are being the creator. I know it sounds absolutely massive. When I realized that this was all my genius and this is what I was here for, to read the dragons and to help evolve the population, I was just like, population. I was kind of scared. I was like, I don't do that. And they just so strongly came back and just said, it's not you that does it, honey, get out of the way. So this is what I do. I listen to what needs to be done and I bring it all forth. And this is what the home detox box is about. It is about opening up the channels, the rite of passage to really become this new human in this physical shell that we are in, allowing your soul to shine through. The third dragon is Sovereign. Sovereign is a beautiful velvet, purple, royal, regal queen of the dragons. She's smaller than Seraphina, but her presence, if you can imagine standing in front of a queen that you see as a queen, not just, you know, some girl down the street pretending to be a queen. It's like you're in awe. It's like, oh, but you are to know that this is your energy as well. When you are in flow, when you are creating, this is your power. This is where you come from. This is what life is all about. No small thing there. So, Sovereign, I'm asking what card is relevant today to show everybody how powerful they are, how powerful I am, how powerful we all are, how powerful humanity is when we step out of the way and go into creation. All right, let's see what that one's all about. Oh, it's a long one. Okay, number 8. Number 40 in the whole deck. The title of this one is Action Energy. Action. Action. Okay, I'm been told not to say anything about it. Whatever action mode you have decided to express yourself through, that has you on repeat out of necessary for action, it's time to take a step back and look at what you're doing. Talking to me as well. Keeping busy with actions for the sake of being busy are fruitless. Hope you're listening. Hope you're listening, Fiona. This is the first generation to be doing things in a completely different way. And that's why you keep going back to the old ways of needing to do something. And you keep being presented with other people who are struggling with the old ways and doing things in a similar way to you. We see the energy coming through is very clear and very strong, and it's really got me. We see that human beings are very much in addiction to this action mode and will fall into the same old cycles over and over and over again. There is a feeling of genuine fear without action, and that is the main culprit of this need to be doing action. You are looking for action. You are looking for things to do. You are even looking to be told what to do. What do I need to do? What do I need to do next? What am I doing wrong? What's the next step? Do you recognize those statements coming in through your head? The magic, however, lies in mastering the mind, and that your mind can start the creation, and that there is the only act of doing you need to create on. If you need to do anything, do that. I'm going to repeat that again. You need to be doing that. You need to be mastering the mind. And that your mind is at the start of the creation. That's the power. And that there is the only act of doing you need to concentrate on. If you need to do anything, do that. Master the mind. Focus your mind. When your mind is clean and clear and laser focused, it is active in a perfect action. It is not a difficult action to do, and yet changing the action into the belief that it is happening, even if you can't see it with your own eyes yet, that is out of your hands. That is out of your control. You have stepped out of the way and you can relax, knowing that you no longer are the one doing the doing. This has you thinking in the right way to see and feel the results that come from the invisible realms. That's a new way to cast a spell and to play with real magic. Imagine being reminded that every time you got overactive in the habit of doing, that you were reminded, as I am, I hear the voice in my head, that is such a very human thing to do. You two want so much control. What if you could know from deep inside you and be certain that a more valuable action would be quiet meditation with a specific intention? If your most powerful action could be laser focusing on a feeling that you are creating. Or maybe it's moving with dancing or swimming or hiking in nature, moving your energy whilst certain that your needs and wants are being acted on. Like if I leave the office, I just say, I've done enough for today, it's over to you. You make everything else happen. I've been at your service, I've done the videos, I've done the posts, I've done the speaking to who I need to speak to. It's over to you now. You make sure that the people that I need to see me. That's it. And they organize it, they orchestrate it, because that is my intention. The more you play, the easier it gets to get to the outcome, the addiction and spell you've been under, and the struggle of feeling so guilty that you seem like you are not doing enough or enough of anything. It's the crossover pivotal point when you are relinquishing all control and sitting there choosing meditation, and know that this is far more powerful, and that's why it seems difficult, because it's easier. The old ways are being pushed up against you more and more. The energy and beliefs that human beings have towards working and earning money, surviving, living situations, relationships of all descriptions, and having the feeling of needing a day's good graft, effort, toil, and all the reward that comes from the struggle. There is energy to deal with here that can be so easily diluted and dissolved. Instead of focusing your energy in that direction of doing and needing to take action, how about you play with the energy of being in the clarity of your thoughts and feelings, and design with your laser focus what you are exactly on the journey towards. Strangely, it takes the same amount of energy, but that is very different. A very different kind of flow of energy. It has a higher, lighter kind of magical quality of energy that is being so overlooked, and its lack of actions make it seem less powerful when the contrary is true. I'm being given an image right now of how to explain the energy. It's like the effort and the toil and the survival and the way of doing action to be the sake of action, to do things, and I know this so much, I'm just such a doer, is slow, methodical, and it feels like you're pulling something so heavily behind you. Whereas the energy of flow is a very different looking, feeling kind of energy. I'm just seeing how they can send me an image that I can translate, because that's my genius. I get internal images and the sensations of it. This is like a lightning rod, but it's a consistent lightning rod that they're trying to explain. They're now showing me a waterfall that's coming down constantly, but it is a very different energy. It's a difference to being sitting in an office under lights, to being outside where you can still be in your creator zone, but you're in that waterfall state of flow, and you're still in your creator zone, knowing that everything is being taken care of because that's your intention and that's it. That it's still using energy, but it's a different kind of energy. If you have any questions about this, please let me know, because I get the images of how to describe it. Toil Wars governance, right? There is energy to deal with here, dilute to dissolve. Instead of focusing your energy in the direction of doing and needing to take action, how about you play with energy of being in the clarity of your thoughts and feelings, and design with your laser focus that you're actually what you're actually on the journey towards. Strangely, it takes the same amount of energy, but that is a very different kind of flow of energy. It is lighter kind of magical quality of energy, and is being so overlooked as the lack of actions make it seem less powerful than what is contrary and true. There is a request for you to let go, as you don't need more doing, as this is exhausting and down to your very soul. Who knows that? Your soul is tired. It is not your mind needing to relax or your bodies that need more sleep. Your soul needs what your soul needs now, with a need for nature and delicious need for movement and need for more playful magic, unbridled adventure. You need the flow of energy, feeling the freedom beneath your wings. You don't need more doing or more sleep. What you need is conscious thoughts and feelings that resemble what every deliciousness is that you seek. That is huge. I really, really, really hope that you understand this. And of course, it's always a reminder to me. I know that when I'm in flow, when I'm in creation mode, oh my God, things really work. But everybody always has something going on that they want to fix. There's something that they want a solution for. There's something. And we get into the doing. We get into the maths of it. We get into the strategy of it, which is exhausting down to your very soul level. That was a beautiful card. Thank you very much, Sovereign. It was such poignant, well delivered. Yeah, and emotional too, because when you see it, it's just like, I can't do this anymore. It's just exhausting. I can't do it anymore. So I'm seeing that for one of the things that I'm wanting to create and get delivered. And this will be part of my focus every single day for the next 30 days in the creation zone, which is the 30-day portal that I've set up. And if you want into that, it's called Create Your New Reality. And I will put a link down below this as well, because it's absolutely vital that we step out of this heavy action of doing, because your soul is killing your soul. It's killing what you're here to do. It's killing the soul work that you were here to do. And be the legend. Right. Woof. Luna Ray is the 4th dragon today. Luna Ray is a pearlescent dragon. She's very much about sensuality and turning up the volume and letting your feelings lead the way. She's covered in snake skin, pearlescent snake skin, and if you touch her, she's like a snake. If you've ever touched a snake, she's very smooth and silky and muscly, very sensual, in other words. Right, so let's see what Luna Ray has to say about you don't know how powerful you are, because this is the theme this week, so that we can all go into the creator world, into the creator zone, and start living that way from that energy rather than our used to action energy. That was so poignant. Okay, Luna Ray, which card from your 8 messages would be the most poignant today? You flipped 5, 4, 3. See what 3 has to say. Okay. Luna Ray has chosen for us card number 27 by saying number 3. Feel into the expansiveness of joy and fun and how they alter your environment. Okay, so Luna Ray has chosen this card for us today, And the theme is this week, you don't know how powerful you are. Let us create together. Get into the creator zone. Feel the expansiveness of joy and fun, how they alter your environment. You are constantly changing and evolving and adding in new powerful experiences and exploring these new expanded intensity of feelings and sensations. Remember, Lunar Ray is very sensual. You are enjoying a heightened experience of joy, which can now be felt around you. Dip into joy and experience how this is a feeling that keeps expanding. Joy has its foundations based in love, which feels safe, supported, and has a warm glow, but rises out further and wider than that. It's like goes out into your essence, it goes out into your aura, it goes out into your environment when you're in that state. However, be acutely aware of the false joy on the planet. The feelings of joy that can be imitated from owning things, such as material things, which gives off a fake vibration that is external to you and by no means a lasting joy and can only ever be felt temporarily. The experience of true and pure joy has a more exuberant feeling on the inside than love, is more than love. And anyway, I'll carry on reading, but when you feel the joy of something, there is an action, there's a movement that goes with it. It's so nice. Of course, every single vibrational state, even from depression, sadness, disgust, anger, they all have a movement, but that's all very internal. If you concave, but if you go into joy and love and exuberance and it's oozing from you. So that's the difference. Be aware of the false joy on the planet. Love is safe, comfortable, warm, and when joy comes in, it rises from your base and there's an exuberance to be experienced that goes along with it. There are gestures, exactly what I was saying, that go along with it. There are gestures. You can't stand still and feel joy. You have to jump with it. For example, you would lash your arms out to the side of you and there would be a jump, a dance or a bounce in the frequency of joy. You know, like when a little girl gets a present, she's like, yes. You cannot contain it. It has to be expressed. Just as true love makes a tear in her eye and overflows from the inside to the outside, joy will demand and insist on a movement that expresses that level of joy, and you cannot contain a real, true, and pure, heartfelt joy. Think of something right now that just gives you utter joy. And it's not the last pair of shoes you bought or a handbag. It's what gives you so much joy. Joy is different frequency to love, and you can feel it on the scale of feelings. To know each frequency is an interesting game to play. If you were then to ask about how different fun feels from joy, we say it different again. It's a word that you humans naturally want to gravitate towards and that you like a lot as well, but seldom experience the real feeling of it from inside you. If we can explain and allow you to feel into fun and share it with you, it's a near explosion. It's a soft explosion. It comes from your roots and it comes up all the way through your body and out. Think about when you were dancing on the speakers in a nightclub or doing something naughty and having fun. You'll see where it's from in the body, and that's why I'm the body whisperer, because I can feel where it's coming from. And if somebody says, yeah, that was fun, I'm like, no, it wasn't, because it was flatlining. There is a beautiful tenseness within the lower belly for fun. If you imagine yourself doing what you would explain as fun, you will feel it rising up. Innocent, cheeky, playful, harmless fun feels bigger than you can ever contain or resist. For example, explore the feeling of sneaking into a big inflatable bouncy castle toy at a children's play park, knowing that it's forbidden at your age and now beyond the required limitations because you're too old. The rules were set by someone, and because you were not a child anymore but an adult, and you cannot enjoy this experience. It is forbidden to enjoy this experience. That feeling when you want to feel the thrill, the bounce, and being naughty again. You want to feel rebellious and break a few rules innocently. You're doing no harm, but it feels naughty. You break a few rules being rebellious, and you feel alive for the first time in years, and you can't stop laughing out loud. Maybe imagine the feeling of climbing up the inflatable bouncy castle, pushing all the kids out of the way, and go down yourself, feeling the bounce, having that feeling of being a kid. Maybe it's raining and you're getting sopping wet, but you just don't care because you're having so much fun. For the first time in ages, you feel 100% alive in every single cell. You are without a care in the world. There is an explosion now that comes with having so much fun. There's a bump. There's more raucous joy to be had. There is an activity with fun which rises up and out of you. You can feel it not wanting to be contained as it releases. Now imagine another time when you climb up onto the speakers at a nightclub and dance wildly. You know it's naughty, it's harmless, but you just can't help yourself. And you can't help in bursting out with laughter as the bouncer offers you his hand and says, "Madam, please climb down." Can you feel the difference of joy and fun inside your body? And this card, this number card from Luna Ray 27, she's showing you the intensity of the feeling that is necessary when you want to be a creator, and showing you how powerful you are when you can get into those feelings for whatever it is that you want to create. The dragons, or however we create, they don't hear your words. Your words are flatlining. They hear the emotions. They hear the vibrations. They hear the fluidity. They hear the joy, the raucousness, the naughtiness, the excitement. They feel it. They don't hear your words. They feel it. So this is my invitation to you to join me on the next 30 days so that we can explore how you are a very creative soul. No matter where you are right now, just say, yes, I want to be able to create. I want to stop the slog and the tears and the struggle. My soul is exhausted. If this is you and you're listening to this, thank you. Just say, yes, that's what I want, and I'll let you know how you can get in. And we kick off this tomorrow. This is so much fun to do. And the last time I did this, the ladies who've done this have moved and shifted, and they are totally in alignment with their soul. Their soul is not exhausted, and we're all moving forward in very different ways than we were before. So much love to all of you on the planet. You are a woman who's set to be a legend, who's here for a purpose. You're a part of a band of women who are here to help evolve the population in whatever way you can. So much love.